So we look at production, they make sure say we get at the market first before we sell another side. So then we get. Then for that construction team there, for iron rod, if una recall, President opened last year the first iron rod factory in this country, where in fact it don't drop the importation of iron rod by over 50%. So iron rod in this government not a place. So again, then get raw materials so then they use for produce the rod. We hope say all the one will go up yet before the war done. So we get for selling at the market. Cement, we get waiting to take with us for the next 2 months, So generally for most of our essential commodities but because the price they go up, even the thing that we get in stock, where they produce locally, because they transport them from here for go upline, then price then they go up. But this government, they focus seriously on manufacturing, thing they do for you to produce. Once we produce there, it go better for we. We're not going to import about thing. If you remember last year, we hold the first manufacturers conference, and this year we open more factory than at this country. So, Mr. Chair, again, this is a summary of how this year go affect we, because not to we no more, it affect both parts of the world there. But this is a summary. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Trade. Take away from waiting, we don't hear from the minister is the side where this conflict today, not necessarily that now they would get with items, with goods and services, but a very strategic route where most of the ships are there they pass, now the routes then they pass. Before even the war starts, just that uncertainty, the way do economics, when somebody thinks in the future this will happen, production they drop straight. So as production drop, you get excess demand over supply. Then it alone begin affect the price. Compared to the way the conflict itself starts. And this not just for salon economy. For saying that because we not be get preparedness, that make it affect we. No. Globally, it affect everybody. Because fuel price, you get a multiply effect. We all now witness from where this fuel price happen. Even what you be saying as transport. We say, well, this is how you do, say fuel on there. So it affects very many things. But this government don't engage, it don't consult with the one that they bring all these products. The aim now for look at what's available, how we will manage them. We are not part of, like our minister say, Bangladesh. They don't even begin. Go class again because of fear. We know how we reach that level. That make we continue for monitor within the happen. The reality is government they take necessary actions. And it also wants citizens. Sometimes when government they say, let we go so feed salon. Chade Yabas. Pass week with and now Yabas. We know they say all we will producer, but bulk of it now. Chade oil pass a camp. Now they come out, it go. Chade na this country in December they will say drinks don't done. But it we hear our drinks not in a market. So this is planning. And we all for be involved. Iron rod, according to minister, with the producer now here. This now war, not only they in control. Anything can happen. But the preparedness, the plans for day, and that is what the ministry and other ministries that don't sit together with the importers. For let we not face that shock. We go scatter away. Now, from the economics point of view, we go on and read from Mr. Almami Bangura, one of the chief economists, how this thing gets potential for disturb the economy of Sierra Leone. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Deputy Minister.
So let I go back small, usa we come out so that and usa we dey now and usa we plan for go and let we see how waiting don't happen so now now the Middle East because of this US, Israel and Iran war and how that one they don't affect how the economy been dey. We all go recall listeners and una wey dey front winners so no see we been get some serious economic situation if we go back to 2002. I would say from COVID, right? COVID came before COVID, we did do very well from 2018, 2019, 2020. COVID came and destabilized. We take some measures. So now we know we get a response program, what we call the quick action response program when we the QAP. The economy begin to make fine one. Take and but 2022 upwards now begin to say we currency when they depreciate bad one. The leon in value they fall till the value fall by over 70% by the time we get to 2023. Inflation, what we call what we put economists and puts together and they say the price of goods and services. Inflation also when they go up, it go till it reach almost 55% in October 2023. Government's own finances also been get some problem. It become very difficult revenue collection, but we get for spend high. So what we call the budget deficit and the difference between government revenue and government expenditure be also high if you take out from 2022. Because of that, government will also dey borrow. I'm sure now don't hear in the news say government in debt very high, very high, very high. And because government may dey borrow so much, the rate at the interest at which government dey borrow, because the borrow so much be very high. It go till reach 41%. That means if your government trusts 100 million, they pay 40 million as interest. So you can imagine. Now, because of that, even the private people and the businessman, the way they go to bank for good trust money, the bank rates be also very high. They go charge them 25%, 22%, 25%. And it's very difficult for them to make profits of 25%. We go cover that kind of interest. So we the economists say the economy be very unstable. So we sit down, we put together measures. We, Minister of Finance, the Bank of Sierra Leone, the Minister of Trade, and other related ministries, and put together some measures way for bringing the economy back to a stable level. And we succeed. We succeed. That exchange rate will be depreciate by mid 2023. It may not become very stable. Till now, what would it talk so? The exchange rate very stable. It's around 23 point something. Few times maybe we go 24 on the black market, but largely they around and it's very difficult for see that period for a very long time. And during that period, say we also may still get challenges that
Me fambulem na salon. Eco Media TV don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform salon people.
and that's also because a lot of other problems in the economy. But that gap there, we don't try for narrow. The revenue they improve small. And we want to talk in terms of how we can talk about English. We'll be near like a 7.2% of GDP around 2022. Today we talk about 10.8, and by this year, by 2025, by this year we look at 11.8. So just look how come up from 7.8. Expenditure in a we get for manage very carefully because you don't want to let that gap expenditure too wide. That one itself, we don't try for narrower. Now be around 6% of GDP around 2022. Today we'll talk about 4.4% of GDP in 2025. In 2026, we are able to say it will go below 3% of GDP. Now, once you're able to control those variables, then the economy don't move in the right direction. Even in terms of trade, the Minister of Trade there, so what do we call the trade balance? Salome get huge deficit to mean they import more than what we export. But you don't listen to the Minister of Trade, export now. So we export, they don't grow. Despite the fact that we even get problems, some problem in the mining sector. So now with the gap between the export and import also don't improve drastically. So what we call the trade deficit also no narrow down. Now when you get these fundamentals, they move in this direction. Now in which mind economics and culture, the economy is stable. So don't reach like when the plane they shake, when they travel, they will reach a point where in the shake. Now that's side way the plane they shake, now they will be don't reach. And we know they work hard for maintaining them doing that way. But what should happen? The global economy very uncertain which they happen. We know they in charge, know they in control. And one aspect and the way we know they in control of. But most of the other variables in the economy, we they in control of them, and we try very hard for keep them steady. So when this war for all, already we get tensions in the global economy, we're uncertainty in the global economy, but be able to manage. When this war for all, in few days time, the price of oil go up. And one of the things that really determine the pump price, where government don't get control of, actually, this is what we call the price of oil, or either the crude oil or the refined oil. Minister don't talk how the price of crude oil move, than a per barrel. The price of refined oil, where we the imports, they don't make and don't now 551, not get refinery now. Itself in price go up. Naturally, we know how important fuel is, but almost everything what they do. And the reason why it go up, the deputy minister also try for explain and the source, the side which side the fuel they come and they effectively. And that road day, now the most of the ships in the park, over 100 ships where they pass here. As to the talk, the ship they where they pass it, they not reach 20. So two things they happen. Whether here they get problem. Either the ships they try for use different routes, very long one, and therefore the shipping costs go up. If you say that they pass, every ship where they pass here, they get for pay insurance. The one the way they cover the way they give the insurance to the ship, don't increase the price. So as that price they don't increase, so waiting the ship they carry, now part of the cost only. What you call cost, freight, and insurance. That one they don't go up. Well, that one they don't go up to win the price of refined oil. And when they don't go up, they get boku where they destabilize. We all know you don't need to be an economist for no say we feel the price go up. Everything else they go up. Transportation costs they go up. The one where they manufacture, where they produce something, they go up. Even the farmer nowadays, the farmer they use machines, and diesel logo inside the machines. So every activity in the economy, in cost they go up. Cost of production they go up. Consumers they buy things and expensive. So that inflation will be don't stabilize around 4.4%. As it starts around January itself, where the oil price go up no more, inflation go back to 6.4% from 4.4. We're very much worried because one of the things that we now want happen in the economy is inflation. Because inflation get boku way that affects people there. I'm sure when the exchange rate be stable and when the inflation be did all, people can say, well, how the ordinary man will benefit? Well, the ordinary man will benefit because you transport your way in the paper, keke, okada, not the same throughout that period. It not go up. So in one way or that you benefit from that. If you buy something, let's say you earn 1,000 leon, you may buy something 500. If the price go up, you're not able to buy that thing again. If you buy one bag of rice, you may buy 500. You'll be able to buy two. Now, if the bag of rice go up, you're not going to buy 2 bags again. So now make always one for keep inflation very, very, very low. One for make sure say the exchange rate very stable. For no reason else but now for the ordinary man and the woman and the business people. So then we're able to plan, then we're able to do things for the welfare, for themselves and their families then. So what don't happen so now, it don't threaten the achievements that we don't make. It don't threaten inflation. If it continue, I hope and pray not continue because some of you will get sleepless nights. It will threaten the exchange rate. That exchange rate is stable, so if this situation continue, it will give way. That will the hope and pray. It will also affect government revenue. Right? And if affect government revenue, we get for good trust back, we get for good debt, and we get for pay what you call debt service. So we don't want anything to happen. And already this trade deficit was said don't reduce. The two biggest items now we imports now food and fuel. Now if the price of fuel go up, already your cost of imports, your imports bill don't go up. So that trade deficit was said on the small, on the go small, it will begin widening back. And when you widen, it also the threat in the exchange rate. Because now you will spend more money for import things than for Canada country. Yeah, so these are some of the immediate things that this problem really pose for we. But we as economists who self let the sleep with the sit down, even though it's very important for notes that say among the factors that will determine the price of fuel, now the pump, now this international price of fuel. We nobody not get control over them. Because when they produce fuel and who say they come out, we not get nothing for do with what they go on there. That's we pray no more and hope see this conflict come to an end. But it don't really pose serious risk them to the achievements we don't make. In the long run, we hope it not be long. Because when we economists assess what we call shocks, this is an unexpected event that we call shocks. We have what they call transitory. It's just a coming pass, like a breeze, like a storm. It can be very heavy, but it go pass. We get what we call permanent. It's steady, it did it for long. We pray let it not be a permanent shock. Because then we get your response mechanism. And so the talk we try for now design a response program to this particular crisis so that it not affects the people very much. Mr. Minister, let's stop here. Thank you very much. I think the chief economist make we all understand the situation. People can present this quick thing will not happen as though government not be done to do anything. There are a lot of shocks we don't overcome, say we can't reach here. This will not happen. Like when the chief economist say, we not get control over it. It just affects we because not the way they produce them and the one the way they bring and come. They either take long routes where go delay supply or take that risk for pass middle they bomb them and come. And the one the way they insure they ship them. They put the price up. If you say that it's only because the insurance is high. And if somebody pay high insurance, the product in price they go up. When we get the opportunity for look at rice price within the alternative, now we cut down on the importation of rice. Now we grow we own. Yabas we do the same. Vegetable oil we do the same. So the only alternative if we begin drill oil, today crude oil, we begin produce we own gas, or else we pray say this crisis will not be a permanent one. If it be a permanent one, government will be pushed. Some man they say, why government not they subsidize? People quick for say every expenditure. If government continue for spend and not get any source for get revenue, in fact the situation is worse. Anytime government subsidize fuel, not just for the ordinary citizen it is subsidized. The Okada riders already in this country is around 2 million. Let us say now 5 liters per Okada, multiply that by 5, by 2 million. If government subsidize, and then they pay. Think about the one where they can't take the mineral and sell you for Karango. The amount of fuel where they use, where government is subsidized, they want all the better. So government will pay for them. They take with minerals and Karango, they make profits. So sometimes not to all the time government no one subsidize. But the real effect of we already use fuel, where government is subsidized, you need compare to them big industries where they consume that volume. Government they pay this no na mining company government no they pay as long as you go na the pump same pump price. That this time or something to be there when somebody can't sell You don't even know how much it will go sell the $100 since it's that predictability within a market, it help the market. And we don't maintain that need. But this one will happen so. We pray not permanent. It is not because the government not responsible. It is not because government don't want to do anything. It is just a rippling effect of a big how many thousands of
Thank you, Honorable Ministers. My father, good afternoon. This is all the fast, eh? It's very difficult for pass the kind of message there. Most of the things that happen in the world would be feeling directly from the pump. Directly, and no government give a hide from that. And I want to take this opportunity for make some clarification today. One, most of we want the top of fair price, we say crude oil, barrel. They don't barrel 10 leons, 10 or barrel that increase by this amount. For we Sierra Leone, we're not able to get a refined rate. Now, they will never get to crude oil. They import everything. Even the crude oil, the cost of the refined product, 55% are crude oil. So if the opposite happen, the crude oil decrease, say 10%, or it don't increase by 10%, you don't go get a proportionate calculation for get the pump price, because all the elements then, it over the freight, we talk about commercial levies up to the port of Sierra Leone. When then goods they come from Geneva, from Kuwait, from Saudi Arabia, from the Gulf region, until Canada, the port of Sierra Leone, they will determine the landed cost of that product. And that product, the pump price at the owner, the good owner best for every day, 50% or more than 60%. Now the cost of the refined product. Before we can get all the OMC there, how much they pay for pay the transporters, how much they pay the dealers there, how much they pay for operations. We call them full pass through. Go be careful compensate them. And what did happen just now? Minister they compare the period of COVID and this period. This sector na sector we get long history for adaptability. We adapt. But COVID period, the difference is at that time the entire global economy was shut down, no movement, and the trade activities were also shrink. We don't get activities then. So price, the demand and supply for shrink also. The effect of that now in 2021, 2022, when the world economy became open, the prices begin to shoot up. This one, it was immediately, it was instant. As a hit, it affect the entire world. As a ministry, the trade and industry and the authority, they go finally will now see no what we don't do so far in this sector. So let these few days not can disrupt the entire achievement. Akisilona host my boss called me. Balwa there is one fair na Cambia, Cabo na Guinea, Cabo na Mali. So Akita minister, as you have done a good job. If there's more fair, many we are having lowest fair price in the country. And for the fact that it is coming from the terminal, I think they don't pay government taxes. So for the past 2-3 years, we will get the lowest fair price within the region. That is very important. Before this time also, we will get challenge for product availability. The highest time we get product in this country now between 7 and 10 days. When I read today a top of product sufficiency in excess of 50 days, I think a big achievement for both the ministry and the authority. When I clap for people, do ya? So, if we don't confront ourselves today with this kind of uncertainty and instability, a threat to the sector, the first thing is, the two ministries, the Minister of Trade and the Minister of Finance, Namira this power between them. This person want to protect in revenue, this person want to protect in industry, in sector, in consumers. So it's not easy between them. They all, so both of them are working in the interest of Sierra Leone. We they consume 1.5 million liters per day. A country only produce fuel. With the 1.1, we don't graduate to 1.3, now 1.5 per month. What they do in excess of 40,000 metric tons monthly between petrol and diesel. So that means the impact of international crisis, not only the federal, but the import effect. Any time we add price, now import to the importer crisis from the Middle East. So that's the challenge. So what we will do as a government, we will make sure say what they do. We get factors with the outside control. Storage. The ministry and the authority will expand storage. Now we begin 126,000 metric tons. They don't go to 285,000 metric tons capacity. And as I'm talking to you, we get application at the table to the minister and myself. We OMC are looking for export to Guinea, to Mali. That they show the sign of economic expansion before this thing can happen to us. And they will tell them, say, before you do that export, make sure say Sierra Leone get enough petroleum product. And I also want for assure them with pricing formula in their website. Now one of the most transparent pricing formula we get the whole world. World Bank they do 111 countries what they compare with Sierra Leone. People will go, they go talk this, they go talk that. Our pricing formula when they hide them very transparent. Most of the things they say that are recovery for protect the young industry who will get. And as it is now, the oil market company look at the working capital, what they get. The amount 2 weeks ago they buy 10,000 metric tons. Today, if we sell, if we not move, if we left at 28.5, we sell and do, they go only buy 6,000 metric tons. We can sell, go buy 4,000. So by the time we stay into 8 weeks, nobody don't go replenish the product. Then what we don't do back, because we get frequent replenishment. And the Minister of Information about market speculation. If the first they're going to tell me now, first one buy 10,000 metric ton for 10,000 liters for carrying of a Poloco. They say no, they give 5,000 because the man will say they draw down considerably. But now they all know say they get large parcel, they get large quantity. So nobody do ration. You go for 10,000 liters, then they say you. So this sector we don't do very well. This shock. Our appeal is let's work together and listen to the authorities. Go to the Minister of Trade, Minister of Finance, Minister of Information, or NPRA for now the correct information. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we let it talk about the Omai? Because like to generally talk. It's very difficult for rule these days of the new media. What you back about and see? Because first then, just a moment in time. Where they can you want make phone call and free time the car. When I go to like no secret. You talk about yourself. But nowadays, once I go up like I meet somebody to my affairs station. Almost gather people that they just talk. Look, the barrel price don't go down. But this government not responsible. If I not be my own mayor, I just put close after time. Because we are so illiterate in this thing what they do. It is not just about barrel price. You they just compare pump price as against barrel price. many other factors responsible. But you think you're a champion because you hold small mic, people that they dare you. Salon, now I can't wait people that clap for even if man. So even when you lie, people they admire you, they pay you. Because we don't make ourselves vulnerable. And that is why the president very deliberate with human capital development. Time they can, no house no go day. We know we get a graduate. Trading achieved on graduate today. One who achieved on certain one good person go school. Now you know they happen. Because then thing and now they try. Thank you very much, Director General. Government preparedness don't day. Shortage no day. Market speculation very positive. So when I say what I go say something what I can name it. The story they don't expand now. But what did they happen now? They take away on ideas. Now war. Nobody no plan for them. Even America and your economy itself is being disturbed. This year they may be. All man is over right now. And nobody no one let this thing prolong. But let us listen to the government. This is not government where they engage. This is not government where prioritize the citizens' welfare. But when someone not get nothing ahead, picking Papa the waka go na tongue. They say, Papa send for me helicopter. No man they can do. At this point, we want to bring a social analyst, a journalist for them just get a bite before we turn the mic to on.
Good afternoon, everybody. So for starts, I want to commend the Ministry of Information and Civic Education for get a media person at the panel. I think that's a step forward, having a media perspective on national issue. That's one step forward in the right direction. Especially me being a woman, even though March na month for woman, but I know I'm here as a media person. So for me, it's no secret on how the increase in pump price they affect the common man at our marketplaces. Like how the Minister of Trade they say we have our own goods what we manufacture in the country, like we have onion and all of that. And that gets me to the point as to what are we doing about pricing regulation. Maybe that is the problem, because sometimes you say we have these things, but when you go down to the market, you know, they see the impact to waiting they say to waiting they happen are two different things. Whether people are taking advantage of the situation that waiting go up, we self can just skyrocket, you know, the prices. That is up to the ministry again for work on that one day. And another thing again, what I want for draw we all attention to that the issue of shock is not something new. And this is not something that we should not be expecting, because it has been happening frequently. We don't get the COVID-19, we don't get the Ebola, we don't get the Russia and Ukraine threats. So I think government should be preparing, you know, to be proactive instead of being reactive. Let us look for solution. Let we look, for instance, if we are producing onion, why can't we have onion for like 6 months? Where go there with we before something like this? I mean, temporarily, we know so get for import, but we can have goods that can take us to 6 months and make sure say people where they sell in the market, not skyrocket the price where the layman. Sometimes I can tell people say where fuel go up, but it might not a problem. In for increase price no more. No those get for affect time anyway. So what do we do about that? What do we do in putting things in place for make sure say, okay, this is what is happening and it's very frequent. So let we put this and this in place so that if even this happen in that 1 or 3 or 4 months, we can able to stabilize prices, and then before the layman go understand. And minister also mentioned say that we don't stabilize this even though before even the war starts or before waiting the happen so start. But how can I understand if you don't educate me? So already people know is that how can the increase on fuel be just like that immediately, just when we get 2 to 3 days when this war starts? So those are some of the concerns for where they go to communities, and as a media person, these are the questions people they ask. Why can't we have something in place that the Ministry of Finance can put in place? Now the senior economists, they say they are doing something about it now. So why didn't you do something about it before? Because these are not new happenings, and we'll continue to see this. It's not again in our control. But however, what is then now we control as a country, now how we prepare ahead. that is in our own control. We not go say we dey continue for control am, like how things dey go, we just dey pray to God say this go end. But that immediate temporal step wey we dey take for at least where we go prepare the common man in mind say this is what is happening and this might happen. I think we forget that window. So that people can prepare and say, okay, maybe because of what dey happen, things no go up it. But maybe after 1-2 weeks, we will expect price for go up. But that shock, you just wake up one morning, you go to the market and you begin for buy things, where you be they buy 500 leons, you begin buy 1,000. Is that even fair to the consumers? So for me, these are some of the things we should be thinking about. What is happening is not in our control as a country, because this is not global something, but we should also not forget that some of the things happening, we can actually cushion it if we prepare ahead, because that is surely in our control to prepare ahead. So for me, Mr. Minister, not a secret, say people really they suffer, and when you go down to the marketplaces, whether we get onion, but people will say, okay, fuel price don't go up, and indeed, because people go for also pay transport for go up line, we get the toll gates, that one they save now, another one. So everything, fear now a political commodity, like everything connected. When you see fear go up, every other thing they go up. So we should also be educating people. It's not just about waking up one morning and telling them, say, okay, fuel price don't go up. We have to explain to them ahead. So until waiting the happen now, where people is shock and all of that, it can, we're able to cut and down. But as a media person and as a woman, where they're going to market every day, this is something the government really needs to work on. And the government need to understand, say, this not to something we don't happen for the very first time, and we expect them for be very proactive and not being reactive. Not always something happen when I take action, but you should take action ahead so that waiting they happen. So at least I'm not gonna say no will get negative effect on us, but it go cut and down small.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, there are the bias. The fourth estate, the club.
Me fambulem na salon. Eco Media TV don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform salon people. Me fambulem una aduo, una cabo and kusheo. Eco Media Online TV don't come ya so for we hello. We dey connect every voice and inside where you dey like na home and a brother. Bringing development. Eco Media we strive for the best. We unify, sensitize, and inform everyone. Hey, yeah. We get political discussions, entertainment and sports if we get the money sessions, Eco Morning Show. We dey bring them to you. Eco Media TV for development, nomination. Independent media house. We dey so and we dey strong. Eco Media TV for development, nomination. You like you dey home and about. We dey so and we dey strong. We dey so for talk about waiting they happen. Now we country salon. We dey give you the news. Wait for the use. We also dey talk about waiting they happen. Now the media defeating the lies of the fake people. Religious discussions news, newspaper review, we go bring all the hot topics where you want for no na Echo Media TV, for development nomination, independent media house, we dey so and we dey strong. Echo Media TV, for development nomination, you like you dey home and abroad, we dey so and we dey strong. Me fambulem, if you want for continue for enjoy Echo Media TV, you go visit we on we social media handles them. We dey on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube and Instagram. And same way so you go visit we on we website at www.echomedia.org. We dey give you the news, wait for the use. We unify, sensitize and inform everyone. Hey, yeah. We get political discussions, entertainment and sports if we get the money sessions, Echo Morning Show. We dey bring am to you. Echo Media TV, for development nomination, independent media house, we dey so and we dey strong. Echo Media TV, for development nomination, you like you dey home and abroad, we dey so and we dey strong.
You say we get enough food, rice for 5 to 6 months, flour 4 to 5 months, around that. Which assurance we go give the people of Sierra Leone? The price we dey at the market now, if I go, it go change. Now changes are the meat. Which assurance we go give it? Because we get enough now the store. Which assurance we go give it regarding that?
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. My name is Alaji Gillen from Civil Society Movement. First and foremost, I want to commend Una for way Una able to keep the economy stabilized. Because one of the things them over the years we will find out is that a lot of people then they grumble because the dollar business go up. But my first question, they go to the Director General. Mr. Director General, sir, over the years, the fuel price can come down and it can go back. It can go up back. But during the festive season, we not see anything like that. But when the global crisis come, we see the price don't go up back. Now, if the global crisis is stable, whose assurance you go give we say this crisis then go come down back? Because now that's now one of the things that we can always look at. My second questions go to the Minister of Trade. Mr. Minister, sir, this are with the beg you, sir. Call all you business people then, sir. Do you let them increase price for we? This not the only month of Ramadan. One for see things, one for enjoy. We don't want for begin see and then they go up. Because when you see petrol business don't they so, as you reach now then shop them so no more, you go see them don't fix price. If something I mean 100 loans, then go don't put 150 loans. So dear Mr. Minister, one for beg you, sir, call you business people them, talk to them, say the poor man them, they beg them, let them not increase price.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mina Alfonso, the chairman CSO Consortium on Petroleum. Well, firstly, the way how NPRA manages issue, it can critical. Waiting be done they happen before now, and I'm glad the Ministry of Finance day. When we can only speculate, director they ensure say throughout the country, then do proper public education. Because before now, when they adjust fuel price, you go this year the strike, then this year the strike. But from when it been begin down day, before price they go up, they don't they understand now this happen, now this happen, because based on which journalists they say, not just they shock people them. But by them, PRA no, we don't get boku office all side. No, we don't get a put slow corner, don't get a corner. Now then budget so expand for their own self-expansion. So I believe say Ministry of Finance will provide that support. Because this pricing formula people they misinterpret so. It's very, very simple. When you go on the website today, we now one way participate with Dr. Elsin Akura Kam for can review with the World Bank support each and every item we will explain them. And like where Balwato, now the people that they benefit. You get like ocean loss within the formula. People go ask what's in ocean loss. If you take fuel common in Russia, the temperature within them maybe na winter term. Say the Canada Senegal, say the Canada Mali, when you know na then dry season, the quantity not they be the same. If you compensate so that they benefit, that's how they call the fuel. Government they sell fuel, but government they buy fuel. So that public education are not lacking. As I make the beaucoup misinformation there. So moi appeal the minister there, finance there so. Before we they adjust price, they could be done they do. Look, a lot of public education. So when once the prices are adjusted, the misinformation, it not go beaucoup with the disinformation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The first set of we don't get the first set of 5 questions. When they respond, we'll come back. Yeah? I want to tell you plenty things. So they ask, not just for ourselves, but for let other people understand. So we'll listen to them offer answers to this first set of 5 questions. I think the trade minister, the economist, and the director general We start with the minister.
Okay, thank you. Let me also thank the questions they will ask so far. I mean, there is a general feeling on lack of education or public information or whatever. I don't think say that the thing. The thing is, we don't tend for politicize even public education. If we choose for believe to one believe and choose for to wiry, it get tendency for produce some of them here. Because like I shall say, on a weekly basis, you go to what they call NPR hour, where then they bring information to the public and all about what's in the happen. And there is also a difference between the role of government and the role of businessman there. Government not to we the import. Government not to we the sell. Government will just create the environment for the one who they import, make them able sell, they make them profit, but may they not overcharge the public, let the public sector get access to the commodities there. The first thing for so they do now for create the environment, let the commodities then they. We don't try for two. On price regulation, I can bet for the last 2 years now, one of the longest stretch, this country don't get what prices are really stable. For over a long period, prices then comparatively very, very stable. When last we to line for petrol and fuel? Let's just be honest. Let's be honest. Then last year, we dropped petrol price to 2 or 3 times. Last year, we dropped her. But we dey forget that then where the tension can or where pressure then at the negative side, we dey fetch for whether we drop petrol price on 2 occasions last year. And the good so the color what did they get? Again, more been drop the price. Nobody don't ask if government prepare for the shock because price don't go down. The case why they deal here is it's also they happen the same way. Not to say government not prepare. We are fully prepared. I talked now I say before Ramadan, I had a meeting with all the importers there for make sure so we get everything. That's and this thing not begin to no. If we look at the price, from January, 9 price begin up. February price go up. We hold on. We watch the market. We engage. You know the graph number, you can't increase price. No, we engage. We engage the OMCs. We engage as government. We look at the bigger picture before we even agree. We say we can start. If you don't begin long until we'll not just grab overnight with one. And even where we they anticipate the short, where they anticipate say price they go up, we'll not remain and hold the fear. Fear be still later than they said until we go agree say na so una for sell. Now that irresponsible government they do. Now that we don't do. We know they make and they told the price then at the international market. Within the shortest possible time, we also try to reflect on the local market. Whether it go down or it go up, now that would try for. But this, because we know say it there for the long haul, we take 10. We not rush because we get for the meet and one point the commitment they will make. The key players there, Ministry of Trade, Ministry of Finance, the OMCs and whether they bring fuel, whether they say, we they meet on a weekly basis for now. Every week we they meet, now we agree for disagree for make sure say sure we'll take now the interest of Sierra Leoneans there. We they try very hard. Some country there as you say, they don't even get the fuel safe. We don't try it there, but we go do MCs them for make sure say they're not on at a loss, but they're not overcharged. We go fet down with the agree pandan. On I make a general respond on price control. Again, we develop what they call the pricing formula. The pricing formula would identify components were involved for price any commodity. You identify them from the table importer, how much you pay for importer, within the total for transporter, all landed we include them. We do under for most essential commodities. We make sure say then stable. The private sector, the amount they go import, what they buy, now ain't get for determine based on the money we get, how much quantity it go buy at any point in time before governments can. Ideally, then stronger economy, they win a fragile economy, you can go to they call reserve stocks. Then I will get enough money, you go buy, then you reserve and all. You keep on for the do thing like this, they happen. You understand? But we in a fragile economy, we not get that kind of money for able to keep. I also want to emphasize in the region Guinea. The young lady will ask say Guinea will fear don't dare pass Guinea. No, Guinea they ask we for me to import petrol to Uwi as I talk to you. So I get up to 2 or 3 applications from Guinea and Mali for me to import and petroleum product there to Sierra Leone. If it been too expensive than them, they not before can do them. You can go check online, you go see those facts. On
Thank you, Mr. Minister.
on easing the burden, just 1 second, on easing the burden, government they continue for watch the situation. They go get some side. We they look at various alternatives then, because if you reach certain level, it's difficult for low able absorber. So government they look at various alternatives there, for see how we go address where it can come. For now, as I say, we monitor, we watch the market, and we make sure say they meet all the players then consistently. I mean, we are a resilient people. We don't show over the years. And we continue for appeal as a government to all Sierra Leoneans and say this not to normal times, not to we bring war under. If this one not be, they will not consider today they talk now. Not to bring under. Now because it didn't consider the talk. If we say they far, but they affect you now. So they appeal for patience, they appeal for understanding, say this not to normal times, and that this we don't know who stayed it on. Again, for affect a number of things. Then, but we'll take the primary responsibility as a government for make sure say we protect the welfare of Sierra Leoneans. May they not overcharge we, they not pay above the price we're supposed to pay.
Okay, thank you very much,
commitment.
Mr. Minister. We take from the Chief Economist.
Thank you very much, Mr. Modito. I combined few questions. The one we say why we not get stocks, and the other one we say why we not add salary. And Alfonso in question say for support NPRA. So I will start from the question: will they support NPRA for this sensitization all the time? Ask the DG there so, and I promise you we will do the same back anytime we make request. So that don't know. Government for stock goods. Yes, that I agree with that observation. They're very correct. Follow we keep reserves. As I said, the Minister of Finance very, very proactive. Before this thing happened, he already don't move, engage partners. He already don't secure millions of US dollars. I know they call the exact amounts now. But that money they will be thinking could do fail and the rest other essential commodities. But now that the fail issue don't become paramount, I should we deploy all those resources on the fail and actually try for bringing more. Government don't be done them before. When problems, the Bank of Salon establish a some credit line where they give people money, the importers import basic goods and come. We're going to do the same thing for we're going to bring sufficient quantity of fuel in the country. Ahead of that, government don't put the worker fine bosses, right? I hope the price will remain the same, despite we fail, price go up. Una way they use them, right? I hope the price are the same. You don't go up? Okay, all right. That's another issue we'll try for address. Either adding more bosses or we subsidize the worker fine bosses. But I hope so that they talk not true. We'll go find out. So then a part of the plan, we say if we not get plan, then a part of the plan how one for respond to this crisis. But I just want to know, say, government get beaucoup expenditure items the way they spend on. As they speak, I don't know how many of you know say the electricity way they get is subsidized. Between January to February, we don't pay $35 million to EDSA subsidy. And we get for pay another 20 and another 20 before they are done. Just for give an amount for Leonardo. The agricultural sector is subsidized. Government is subsidized the farmers and provide inputs. Of course, we know say the education sector is subsidized. Right? The school quality education is all about subsidy, school fee subsidy, examination fees, you name it, everything. So they all cost a lot of money. Governments right now they feed school picking them, over 800,000 of them under the school feeding program. It costs a lot of money. One school picking at 30 US cents for feeder per day for 1 meal. So just multiply by that number. So when government do all their kind of things from the same resource. So if we go back, even the fuel, not for say not for subsidize them, but subsidy, forget two elements. It's not bad at all, but the issue is it get for be affordable. Because anytime we then give something free, now from other side they take out. The resources where government get it only finite. Not to say it just they unlimited. So if government subsidize fuel today, they go stop for field school picking them, they go stop for pay school fee subsidy, they go stop for buy drugs, they go drop a lot of things there. Let we examine the trade-off, whether we want to do that or we stay with where we are.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bangra. So, Director General. Yes.
Thanks so much, Honorable Minister. I'm happy when you bring Mrs. Kalina today. At least they will get one voice with the ginger with. But I commend you, Madam Jalo. When we talk about preparedness, now we can talk about exogenous factors. thing like the kind height volatility will be get. Even though they start the war, they only expect say we saw this inside this mess. They never expect that. Right now, even the allies and they don't disown themselves. This man say, I will give you a no kaya. They go say no calamity territory. So everything they in disarray globally. That are the fact. So not a small economy like this, we go to prepare for that kind of instability. So the one that what they will to control, and the minister don't outline so don't achieve so far. If this thing not be happen, allergy gild the tobot. If the price go down, if we go put them down, we are on record. Go check over 8 times. Price don't come about 10 leons, you don't come 9 leons. We don't go about 9 leons, we don't go 8.5. We don't come about 8.5, we don't go 7 leons. We don't go about 22 leons, we don't go 20 leons. We don't go 28.5, we don't go 28. Go check our profile. So this is very transparent government. So all our government them, when price go down, they use our money for do some other development, but they give back. The president will tell you say, give back the benefit to the consumers. And I assure you say, when this thing stabilize back, price go down. This minister has been so, hey boss, will you put the price down? I want to commend Mr. Alfonso Mali, Chairman Petroleum Consortium, for advocating on behalf of the authority to both the Minister of Trade and Minister of Finance. And this will not be audit issue. It will not be audit issue 2022-2023. If World Bank don't raise concern, say the sector they do very well, but we need to communicate properly. So thank you, sir, for the approval on the Ministry of.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I think 2 things where I will add voice back is the comparison between we and Guinea. If we feel they are past Guinea, now for the small booker. But the main idea, now they put fuel smuggle into Guinea. With all the challenges for let somebody smuggle, it is this smuggle fear from here means we are better off. Secondly, public engagement, public communications, the is your problem. I always say the people trust CSOs. When something they happen, the CSO they explain to them. Only country, every politician is a suspect. Even if you say 2 times 2 now 4, people don't trust you because you're a politician. But if CSO tell us say 2 times 2 now 8, they say yes, are true. Them and they ain't lying. Now they talk for we. So that's why I believe in engaging the civil society in public communication because people trust them. I don't say they're correct too, but when we bring them, we make them part of the third voice. I always tell even the media, if you bring me to talk, bring the opposition talk, let a neutral person really say whether they talk the truth. True empirical figures. But not for just car with me, opposition can lie. Back I can't talk. The people don't know whether they talk true. We don't pride ourselves on providing credible public interest information. It left to somebody for choose what you want to believe in. 3 questions and wrap up today. 1, 2, 3. So lady. Okay. Oh. Why Mike Bella the guy go Siriana? You know Kenya. When I know you have Michael. Now start here. Who's that start? 1. No, I mean the chairman, not the chairman.
Yes, sir. Ibrahim Saras is a voice of Salon Radio. Minister of Trade. Probably you raise on them a concern about the things that they produce in the country. Before the field they come up so far, we go to the markets. The onions, the abas within the producer, it been 450 leons, it go to 700 leons instantly. Done years before the month of Ramadan, we go to the market. Then I will take a look at also the Maggi where they sell 60 leons, it go 100 leons. So looking at it all, taking a look at which way the produce now, in more dear than 3. How far on I don't go for stabilize the price? A question. still to the trade minister, we don't see traders and the more na the trade, and we don't hear about Sewa ground. And still the Sewa ground, we not see anything yet about traders. How, when and how we will expect Sewa ground for open?
Thank you.
My name na Fatmata Mohamed Bangura from New Age newspaper. My question to Director General of NPRA. I want to know if we not can keep fuel as reserve. We go able for sustain we at least 3 to 6 months. Because let me ask this question. The last time where Ukraine and Russia get were within the same period, the week, in fact, we everything increased because of the fuel crisis. And now presently we find out say the Middle East self gets the same thing. And it don't affect we really won't even reach a wicket. So now that make us ask if we not can get fuel as reserve.
You know.
Alima Tukabu from Vantage newspaper and Maintain Online TV. My question is over to you, Mr. Minister Balua. You made mention that
Minister Balua?
Sorry.
Director General.
Director General, sorry.
Okay. We can understand.
You mentioned expanding storage to 42 days. How confident are you that this reserve can handle sudden international crises or supply chain disruption? Another one is, how can the country promises stable fuel prices when 60% of the cost depends on import, according to your statement? Thank you.
Bring it, sir. No, Mike. I know the last person. When I make you called me nothing. I think it's fine. No, give Mike.
A big lad talk now.
I would like you, Mike.
Okay. Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Minister, the Trade Minister, we economist, and Mr. Director General. Quick one, me not a question. Real big on stats here. I go like the Trade Minister. We echo they talk about we reserve in what diesel, and I don't get the one we talk about petrol. I think diesel is say we'll get 43 days reserve, and I don't know if you can re-echo that back. Then Balua also talk about we are using 1.5. I don't know if I got that right. Billion of liters a day.
Yeah.
Maybe if you go over then stats then they back, it will help we better for communicate. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So bring the mic. No, I'm born in question. I know like. Bring the mic. Bring the mic. Yeah.
Go straight to you. For the pumpable stock petrol, we'll go in the takeaway for 54 days. Diesel 43 days. Jet A1, then a fuel with them plane and they use 49 days. Then fuel oil, then for the industry, then it will take away for 30 days. On the price of fuel, on the price of onions, that is not correct. Not to, as the war begin, the increased price from 450 to 700. No, come, I can. Prior to first month, I get, as a general practice, everything the country, they get big events, first month, Lent, Christmas, really, anytime they get big event there. Apart from the fact, say, on a routine basis, every 2 weeks, we take stock in the country. We always want to wait in the, every 2 weeks a day. but also they engage businesses and for know wetin dey, if anything they get for trigger price, how they manage am. If something they trigger price, wetin are the specific components and how they trigger price, because we don't identify all things. If fuel price no go up, foreign exchange not change, the importation cost not change, wetin make you want change price? We know they do that. We engage Pandande, the prices then fixed, the prices then stable, especially for onions. But I will follow up back. On several grants, ideally, we not the beneficiary, but not we not the contractor, not we constructor. You go find out say na NASIT, and they don't do and president, they don't go open. And a good question, and they under pressure from the constituency, the traders there. Even last week, I get a group we come on inside on a house street. We come to me, they find out what thing that happened about that. I will engage my colleague, minister of labor for law try for, because street trading is a major thing and in the Hamburg the economy, but we need for fair market for outside the trades and they say, because they see street trading and they see people and they go even the right of way. When are the government for pass pipe? Now the government for pass cable. People and they build it, they do business, they done they illegal, they not correct, Road now for pass, market now for sale. But the question well noted, I will engage my colleague minister on that. We go push for level opener as soon as we can.
This Mrs. Away the first. The name again. I got to take it full name. Yeah, one day, not now. 42 days where the minister talk about for product sufficiency. How that they go, how go use that for stabilize, if we forget shock, if we forget externalities. I want to tell you say, sometimes if finally you know say come out, they go you will be grateful to God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We'll be 7 days, we'll be 10 days, now we'll be 42 days. My sister, before they go, I will show one document. Nigeria, when our big brother then, whether they refine product, that they go to the oil they produce, only 40%, now they consider Nigeria. They use data, the statistics we then get 32.9 days for petrol, 30.8 days for diesel. If we don't go to 42 days, we don't try. But the ideal situation for a regulator point of view, now 90 days. Now we want. I hope we'll get there one day. To my brother Mike, for still clarify. Last year we consumed about 550 million liters at Sierra Leone. So on average, now 1.5 million liters per day. Then the third question on strategic reserve. The Minister of Trade, we go in the cabinet for the strategic stock. We don't get the space. We don't get 10,000. Then I have to say that a very huge jump we don't achieve for us. 10,000 metric tons. We look for investors that they can bring product and store. We go there for purely for reserve on behalf of government and for mitigate external shocks. Thank you.
Was there any question for you, Mr. Bangura? Thank you very much for our presence today. We all don't understand say the crisis when it happen at the Gulf region get huge economic impact and it cause global shock. It increase fuel price, it will cause inflation, boku other thing when a problem for any economy, even government budget. That crisis here now, they put pressure on our government budget. We all don't see the demands. Somebody say when I increase salary, revenue versus expenditure. Now the headache. Now they give the Ministry of Finance now. Inside this money they come out for let increase the revenue, the salary. But in an ideal situation, for let the impact of what they happen, the people they not feel them, let they able retain now then kind of measures. But inside the money they come out. You have for raise revenue, then you plan for spend them. Some of these things where they happen, not to say government don't get preparedness. They don't explain lengthily. Usa will be there when we talk about national reserve and the effort we don't make and waiting there now. Where they say in 43 days, even if that problem continue 43 days, fear is still there. Beyond that, we not go get. So plans are there. DG said the ideal situation now 90 days reserve for day, but in reality, now that left with it now. Government they make effort, yes. If you get any problem, you want any information, meet the authorities. When crisis like this happen, an unfortunate opportunity, let us not look at from any political lens. Let us be nationalistic and patriotic. That is enshrined in our 1991 Constitution. That is for be patriotic, nationalistic, and loyal to this country. For let us protect the sovereignty. Not misinform people them if it's a political gain they make. We responsibility now for bring stakeholders and let them provide the right information for una. Until we meet again. Mina Bokari Abdel Aziz, the Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education. I tell una plenty thank you for the audience I give you for listening to this one. Thank you very much.
Me fambulem na salon. Echo Media TV don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform salon people. Me fambulem una aduo, una cabo and pusheo. Echo Media Online TV don't come ya so for we hello. We dey connect every voice any side where you dey like na home and a brother. Bringing development. Echo Media we strive for the best. We unify, sensitize, and inform everyone. Hey, yeah. We get political discussions, entertainment and sports if we get the money sessions, Echo Morning Show. We dey bring come to you. Echo Media TV for development, nomination. Independent media house. We dey so and we dey strong. Echo Media TV for development, nomination. Elect you dey home and abroad. We dey so and we dey strong. We dey so for talk about wetin dey happen. Now we country salon. We dey give you the news. Wait for the use. We also dey talk about wetin dey happen.